No.
Okay. So basically, what is oxidation? Addition of oxygen or removal of oxygen. If we are removing addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen, so basically it is called oxidation. If we are adding oxygen to any element, that element will be oxidized, and if we are removing hydrogen from a compound, that compound will be reduced. In the same way, how we define oxidized. In the same way, how we define reduction, removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen. So basically, in the previous class, I have given some homework like NCRT exercise. Abdullah, have you done it?
No, sir.
Okay, very bad. Why you didn't attempted it?
Sir, I have to do it. Like I was busy
Okay, you were busy.
for upcoming exam. This is not gonna come in exam.
Okay. So basically, this is the last topic we are going to study from this chapter, but we will have to do practice. If you are gonna leave it, Abdullah, it will be very tough to recover. Okay, so try to manage your time and at least attempt some of the few questions.
Sir, did I send you?
No, I don't think. I think you were absent in this class.
No, I wasn't. I was there.
You were there. Okay. So today we are going to study. Before that, I'm going to give some questions regarding this,
Sir,
and then we will. Yes.
can you revise this chapter because tomorrow I have chemistry class test, full chapter.
Okay, full chapter. So first of all, I'm going to complete this chapter, then I will revise this chapter because
Okay.
only we have left with corrosion, rancidity. Only two topics are left: corrosion and rancidity. So write corrosion. What is corrosion? See, whenever a metal or a substance is oxidized, that means oxygen attacks on that. That means oxygen reacts with that metal and forms metal oxide. That is called basically corrosion. It's not necessary that only oxygen will attack. Acid can also attack, and other compounds can also attack. So I'm going to define it. Right with me. When a metal is attacked by substances around it, such as moisture, acid, etc., it is said to be corroded. It is said to be corroded, and this process is called corrosion. You have seen in daily life that one of metal is exposed to air, and when moisture attacks it, it will be different color or different properties. It will be attacked and it will be more stable. Like if you have pure iron, after attacking of moisture, it will be iron oxide. It will be iron oxide. So we already know that element is less stable apart from helium, noble gases, because these elements does not have fulfilled their outermost shell electron or fulfilled their outermost shell. That's why they react with oxygen when moisture or acid attacks on them, they form oxide and it will be more stable. So this is called corrosion. Corrosion can damage like substances of iron. So I'm going to write the defects or disadvantage of corrosion. Corrosion causes damage to car bodies, bridges also, iron railings, ships, and all objects made of metals, and especially those of iron. So you can see whenever moisture or acid attack on car bodies, bridges, iron railing ships, and all that made of especially iron, that process is called corrosion. And that's why whenever we use iron, we paint them so that corrosion corrosion will not take place, damages will not take place. Please write it and let me know.
So done.
Abdullah, are you done also?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, now we have another last topic from this chapter, that is rancidity. What is rancidity? Rancidity is just like corrosion, only the difference is that this is the attack or oxidation of foods. After taking rancidity takes place, the foods changes its property, there is bad smell and you cannot eat that. That is called rancidity. So I'm going to write the definition. The process of oxidation of fats and oils that can be easily noticed because its taste changes, it will have a bad smell by the change in taste and smell is known as rancidity. So basically, to prevent from rancidity, we use antioxidant. If it is exposed to air, there will be antioxidant that won't allow foods to rancid. To rancidity takes place. Please write it. How will we prevent from this? So I'm going to write substances which prevent oxidation, commonly called antioxidant. Antioxidant are added to foods containing, because it will oxidize only food containing fats and oils. And another prevention is that keeping food in airtight container. In airtight container, it will only slow down, helps to slow down oxidation. That means it will it will be very slow to take for rancidity to take place. This chapter is very easy, and you can say very easy and very this is the basic of chemistry from this chapter. So please do it carefully. Abdullah, which chapter is coming in your exam?
Sir, the second chapter of chemistry, and for physics, light.
Okay.
Only reflection, not refraction.
Okay.
Sir, my exam is also from June 13.
13th June.
Yeah.
And the syllabus?
For chemistry,
Yes.
the full lesson. What's it?
Full
This lesson.
This chapter. This chapter
Full.
only, right?
Yeah, and for physics, it's full electricity.
Okay. Please let me know when you're done with this.
So done.
Abdullah, are you also done with this?
Yes, sir.
See, I'm going to revise this chapter. You know what is chemical reaction? Chemical reactions is a process when two or more substance or one or more substance combine or can be converted or converted into new substance. The reactant, you call it, the left hand side is called a reactant, and on the right hand side it is product. So basically this reactant will have this product will have entirely different properties than a reactant. This process is called chemical reaction. Like when we combine hydrogen and oxygen, it is forming water. So hydrogen has different hydrogen. You know what is hydrogen? Hydrogen is supporter of combustion. Oxygen is also supporter of combustion. But when it comes to water, it is not supporter of combustion. It is not favorable for combustion. It is against combustion. So basically, whenever a new product is formed, that product have entirely different properties than these reactants. So this is called chemical reaction. So chemical reactions take place. We can easily see how chemical reactions take place, how we can recognize whenever there is a change in a state, change in color, evolution of gas, change in temperature. These all four categories are for chemical reactions. Now we come to know about chemical equation. What is chemical equation? So basically, chemical equation is when we write in a specific manner to show the chemical reaction, that is called chemical equation. Sarah, am I audible?
Yes.
So see, chemical equation is basically how the chemical reactions taking place. That is called chemical reaction. Like magnesium plus oxygen will give magnesium oxide, and this is basically chemical equation. H2 plus O2 will give H2O. That is called chemical equation. CH4, that means methane plus oxygen will give carbon dioxide plus water. That is also chemical equation. And the process that is carrying out is called chemical reaction. Now, the second most important topic from this chapter is balancing the equation. How we balance equation. So basically, balancing of equation is whatever is the number of atoms on the left hand side must be equal to the number of atoms on the right hand side. So you can see nitrogen plus hydrogen, that is giving ammonia. So I have given an equation N2 plus H2 will give NH3. So how I already told you how to balance it. Do you have any problem to for balancing equation? Anyone? Abdullah, Sarah, and Hamna?
No, sir.
No, sir. So this is how we are going to balance equation hydrogen. A question can be asked like only the name of element, molecule, or compound will be given. We first we have to write the chemical formula, and then we will then we can easily balance it. And how we write chemical formula, that you have already studied in class 9th, but still do you have any problem in writing chemical formula? Please let me know, I will explain it again.
Yes, sir.
Do you have problem in writing chemical formula, Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sarah, see how we are going to write the chemical formula for this. In class 9th, you have uh, a study about crisscross method, like barium chloride. This is barium, this is chlorine, right? Now you just have to remember the valency of element. Do you know what is the valency of chlorine? Yes or no?
Yes.
What it is?
19.
No, 19 is it
Valency, yeah.
valency? But 19, you are saying, what does it mean? Valency can be 1, 2, 3, 4,
Atomic
5,
number.
6. That's it. What chlorine is atomic number 17. Abdullah, valency of chlorine. What?
Valency of chlorine is
Okay, Hamna.
Sure.
3.
See, chemistry is very easy if you are going to learn it by heart. Sometimes in some of part of the chemistry you have to remember, you have to learn, and then you have to know how to apply it. Like if I'm saying it, just see the difference. In class 9, have you studied or learned the atomic number, yes or no? From
Yeah.
1 to 20. You know, this is hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium. Now see, this is the series. Basically, I have written it in the form of 1, 2, 3, 4. It's atomic number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Up to 20, you have to remember it. Now see, do you know how to do electronic configuration? You have studied about it in class 9.
Yeah.
Electronic configuration. You have studied about electronic configuration, the first cell K, L, M. Remember?
Yeah.
So, and you also know that whatever is the atomic number, that will be equal to number of electron. Is that clear, Abdullah?
Yes, sir.
Did you know about it, everyone? Whatever is the atomic number, that will be equal to electron if
Yes.
it is neutral. Now see, if you are going to write the configuration of this, you know, atomic number 1, it will have only 1 electron. So you also have to know something. In first cell, only 2 electrons will go. In second cell, 8 electrons will go. In third cell, 8 electrons will go. And in fourth cell, 8 electrons will go. But it has only 1 electron, that means 1. It has 2 electrons, 2. It has 3 electrons. In the first cell, only 2 can go. And in the second cell, maximum 8 can go, but it has only 1. So it will have this electronic configuration, and it will have this configuration. It will have 3, and it's so on. because in the second shell 8 electron can go, 2,7, and here you can see 2,8, and then see 2,8, not more than 8. So in the third cell it will go 1, again 2,8, 2. It will go up to 8, 4, 2,8, 5, 2,8, 6, 2,287, and this 288. Again, if we are going for this potassium, 288 and then 1. Again, if you are going for this 288 and then 2. Everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
And if you have any problem, please ask me. Everyone, now see how we are going to find the electronic valency. See, if the valency is equal to valency, wait a minute. Do you know what is valence electron? Do you know what is valence electron? Valence electron is equal to number of electron in last shell. In last shell, whatever is the number of electron in the last shell, that is called valency. And what valence electron, that is called valence electron. And what is valency? If valence electron is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, if that valence electron will be equal to valency. But if valence electron is equal to 5, that means valency will be equal to, see what I want to say is that I'm going to write it here. First of all, please write it, all the name of elements with the electronic configuration, and it's very easy to clear it all.
Sir,
Done? Sarah done?
yeah.
Abdullah and Hamna?
Done, sir.
Hamna?
Done.
Very good. Now see how we are going to find valency. You just have to remember it once in a life, and if you will study chemistry regularly, it won't be needed to learn it again and again. It will be used so many times that you will be you will remembered it by heart. Nice. Now sir, now see valency. If wait a minute, I'm going to write if valence electron equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, then valency will be equal to valence electron. After configuration, you can easily see in the last shell how many electrons are there. If valence electron will be 1, valency will be 1, valence electron will be 2, valency will be 3, valence electron will be 4, valency will be 4. Simple. But if valence electron more than 4, that means valence electron is 5, 6, 7, 8. Then valency equals to 8 minus valence electron. 8 minus valence electron. Are you getting my point? If valence electron is greater than 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then valency will be equal to 8 minus valence electron. Please write it. Then I will give example. Then you will try for all 28 elements. Sarah, are you done?
No, sir. 1 minute.
Okay, take your time. When you will pass class 10th and you will be in class 11th, maybe science or bio or maths, then when you will look back, it will be so easy for you, the class 10th science or maths. So try to do hard work so that it will be easy now for you. That will be best. Okay, done everyone? Amna and Abdullah.
Yes, sir.
Amna.
Done, sir.
Okay, Sarah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to write here valency. And here also valency. Another section. Now see. What is the valency of one? Now, what is the valency of hydrogen? As I already told you, if valence electron is 1, 2, 3, 4, the valency will be as it is, because this is the last shell. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now see, remember only this, the helium, which is basically noble gas. Do you know about it, noble gas?
No.
Or not? Anyone? Abdullah, Hamna, and Sarah. Do you know
I
about
don't know.
noble gas?
No.
No. So have you ever watched or saw periodic table?
Like a video?
No, periodic table, the chart, hydrogen,
Yeah,
helium,
sir.
lithium. So you can see on that, on the right hand side, 18th group will be written on the right hand side. And that group is basically helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. That group is called noble gas because in that group, that elements are highly stable. That elements have electrons that is completely filled. You can see how many electrons are in the first shell, 2. So it has 2 electrons. In the second shell, 8. You can see here is neon, it has 8 electrons. In the third shell, it should be 8, and you can see argon, which has, no, wait a minute, let me scroll it down. Argon, and it has 8 electrons. So in our surrounding, every element wants to be stable according to chemistry. And how it will be stable? It must have completely filled outermost shell. That means in the first shell it should have 2 electron. In the second shell, 8, 8, 8, 18, 18. 18, 18 will be studying in higher classes. Just look at it. You just have to remember it. It has valency 0. This valency shows basically how it will react. So this is basically for higher classes. You just have to concentrate how we are going to find valency. Valency has one rule, that is if valence electron means last shell. You can see the first shell and the last shell. How many electrons does it have in last shell? Answer me, Abdullah, Sarah, and Hamna.
In argon?
No. I'm talking about lithium.
1.
1. So I already taught you that if valence electron is 1, 2, 3, 4, the valency will be same. Yes or no? Abdullah, are you
Yes.
getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you find the valency of beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine? Please find out and tell me up to this carbon. Up to carbon.
Sir, 2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4. Abdullah, Hamna,
Yes,
Hamna
sir.
is not there. Now see, if valence electron means this is first cell, this is second cell, that is last shell. If valence electron is more than 4, the valency will be 8 minus whatever it is. So here you can see 5. So 8 minus 5, it will be 3. The valency is 3. Here you can see 6, 8 minus 6, the valency is 2. Here you can see 7, 8 minus 7 is equal to valency is 1. So fluorine fluorine valency is 1, oxygen 2, nitrogen 3, carbon 4, boron 3, beryllium 2, lithium 1, helium 0, and hydrogen 1. Now find all the valencies from neon to calcium. Please do it. You people can easily solve it. Neon to calcium. Neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium.
Sir, neon will be 0, right?
Yes, it will be 0 because I already told you that if valence electron is greater than 4, then 8 minus whatever is the number of valence electron. So it will be 0, right? Abdullah, if you have any doubt in this, please ask me.
Sir,
No
I got
doubt.
the answers.
Okay. Sodium
1.
1. Magnesium 2. Aluminum 3. Silicon 4. This is 3. This is 2. This
2.
is 1. 8 minus 5, 3. 8 minus 6, 2. 8 minus 7. And this is 0. Again, if you are going for this potassium, it will have valency 1. And for calcium, it will have valency 2. Everyone done? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. Now come to Abdullah. Can I change the slide? Please do it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, where were you? Where were we? So here we were. See, sometimes you have to remember something like barium. Barium, do you know from which group it is? You don't know, right?
No, sir.
So basically, I know about it, from which group it is, and it is very less to remember in class 10th. You just have to remember it now that barium has a valency 2. Why I remember the barium has valency 2? Because it is from magnesium or beryllium group, second group element. It is second group element. And you know what is a good thing about it? In a group, all the elements have same valence electron. Are you getting my point? If you can see here, hydrogen, just below it, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. You know what? This has a valency 1. This also has a valency 1. This will have also. All have one valency. So this is from group second, that is beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, and then barium, and then radium. We know that barium has 4 atomic number, so this has a valency 2. All the elements in a group have same valency. That's why I wrote 2. And chlorine, you already saw it, it has 1. So just crisscross it, you will get a formula BaCl2. Again, aluminum sulfate. Can anyone tell me what is the formula of sulfate?
SO4.
Not only SO4, there is more than that.
SO4 like in bracket.
Yes.
And then 2.
Minus 2. SO4 minus 2 it is. Sarah, are you getting it? This is sulfate. Okay. Abdullah, Hamna, Sarah.
Yes, sir.
See, what is the difference? What is main point here? Whatever is the charge on the compound, whatever is the charge on the compound will be the valency. But we don't take it with sign. We will take it only magnitude. And do you know what is the valency of aluminum? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
What is the valency of aluminum? Just look at your copy and see.
Sir, 3.
3. Very good. 3 it is. So I'm going to multiply it, cross multiply it. It will be Al2 SO4 whole thrice. Since this 3 is going to multiply it in SO4, that's why I'm taking it like this in the bracket. Now see barium sulfate. Here is Ba and here is SO4. Now barium has 2 and SO4 has also 2 valency. So when it will be multiplied and this will be equal, you don't have to write Ba2 SO4 whole twice. You don't have to write. Whenever it will be equal, just consider it as 1 and it will have a value BaSO4. Again, if you are going for aluminum chloride, aluminum and then Cl. Cl has valency 1, chlorine has 3. So when it will be multiplied, AlCl3. So this is the formula for this BaCl2 plus Al2SO4 whole thrice will form BaSO4 and AlCl3. After writing chemical formula, you can easily balance it. Everyone getting my point?
Yes.
So this is how we are going to write the chemical formula. First of all, you just have to remember all the atomic number with valency. You just don't have to remember the valency. If you have remembered the atomic number, you can easily calculate it in mind. What is the number of valence electron? What is the number of electrons that exist in last shell? Okay. Now I'm going to write some of the compounds name like wait a minute. Sulfate that represents SO4 minus 2. I am writing it because it will be very important. Hydroxide, that means OH minus. Nitrate, that means NO3 minus. So this is, and whatever is the sign, that is basically valency. Okay. Please write it.
We're done.
Done, everyone. Hamna, Abdullah.
Yes, we're done.
So you just have to practice all the questions. Now see. This was basically valency. Now decomposition reaction, exothermic, endothermic. Okay, do you have any problem? Types of chemical reaction. Types of chemical reaction, basically combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction. Okay, in combination reaction, we know that when two or more reactant combine, form a single product, that is called combination reaction. So I have given some examples of this, and then again, there will be two types of process: exothermic process and endothermic process. It can be combination, it can be decomposition, it can be anything. Exothermic process, that means whenever a product is formed, called basically exothermic process. Now again, if you are going for endothermic process, that means the process which requires heat. That means that if that process is going to take place, you need to give some heat energy. That process is called endothermic process, and I have given some example of this, like this and this. Examples is very important in class 10th. It will be directly asked that write one example of exothermic process. So you just have to remember which is the process, what is the process, what is the reaction for exothermic process. Whenever combustion take place, that means burning take place. That is a exothermic process. Now see, balance the equation. Decomposition reaction: a single reactant divided or broken down into simpler substances, more than one product, that is called decomposition reaction. You can see CaCO3, we are going to give heat. If you are giving heat, this process is also called endothermic process. So it will give CaO plus CO, FeSO4, PbNO3, AgCl. These all examples are specifically from NCERT, which is very important. And you have to remember the examples also. That will be very, very helpful in higher classes to learn chemistry in easy way. And decomposition reaction, thermal decomposition, that means you are giving heat to the system. Electrical decomposition, that means you are giving heat with the help of electric, that is electrical decomposition. Now see displacement reaction. Displacement reaction is what? Displacement reaction is basically when one more reactive element displaces less reactive element, that is called displacement reaction. In class 9th NCERT, in chapter metals and non-metals, you have studied about the reactivity series. Down the group, the reactivity decreases. So whenever a metal, an element is used, more reactive element is used in a compound in which the metal is less reactive, it will definitely displace it. Like Fe react with CuSO4, it will displace copper and it will form FeSO4, because ferrous, this is iron is more reactive than copper. And you know what? Whatever is the color of copper sulfate, it will fade down. Why? Because this compound will not be longer in the solution, because FeSO4 will form, and whatever color imparts due to Fe, there will be that color. So question can be asked, why when iron fillings or iron nails is dipped into copper sulfate solution, the color is fade. The color is fade. Why? Because iron is more reactive than copper and it displaces copper from copper sulfate solution. That's why the color is fade. Are you getting my point, Sarah, Abdullah, and Hamna?
Yes, sir.
So this is it. This is very easy to understand. In chemistry, the question cannot be very, very much tough. If you are remembered something in chemistry like valency, like chemical formula, and all the way I'm teaching, or you are studying from school, it will be very easy. Just keep it in mind. It will be very easy to score. Now see. Double displacement reaction. What is double displacement reaction? Basically, here is a salt and here is also a salt. When this reactant combine, there will be exchange of ions. You know, metal will be, this is positive, this is negative, this is positive, this is negative. Just add negative to the positive, positive to the negative, you will get your product. Like Na plus will go to Cl, and how it will form a compound. NaCl, 1, 1, NaCl. BaSO4, Ba2, and SO4, 2, it will form this. Whenever there will be exchange of ions between reactants, that reaction is called double displacement reaction. And double displacement reaction, one of the product is insoluble in the equation, in the aqueous solution, that is called precipitate. And the reaction is also called with the reaction is called double displacement reaction, and the reaction is also called precipitation reaction, because one of the product is insoluble. That's why it is called precipitation. So you can see what is precipitate. The insoluble substance formed, the insoluble substance or product formed is known as precipitate, and this reaction is also known as precipitation reaction. Everyone okay with this?
Yes, sir.
Now see, what is oxidation and reduction. Oxidation is gain or addition of oxygen. Either we are going to add oxygen, that is called oxidation. Either we are removing hydrogen from it, that is called oxidation. And reduction is gain or addition of hydrogen and loss or removal of oxygen, that is called reduction. We also say you will study in class 11, loss of electron. It's not necessary that every reaction should contain oxygen or hydrogen. Is it necessary that every reaction in this universe will be held with oxygen or hydrogen? Yes or no?
Sir, can you repeat?
So what I am saying is it necessary that in every reaction of this universe there will be hydrogen or oxygen? Is it necessary?
No.
No, it is not necessary. Obvious, there will be reactions that will be without oxygen or hydrogen. That is without oxygen or hydrogen. So how we are going to counter that question, that whether oxidation and reduction taking place? So that every questions will be solved in terms of loss of electron and gain of electron. Just remember it. Whenever loss of electron takes place, that means oxidation, or you can say whenever an element is losing electron, that will be called oxidation. And whenever an electron Whenever an element is gaining electron, that is called a reduction. This is another or classical definition of oxidation and reduction. Okay, Sarah, Abdullah, and Hamna.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see, this is the example I have given in the last class. CuO plus H2 heat. You have given it. It is Cu and H2. You can see copper oxide. Copper oxide is with oxygen, but in the product you can see oxygen is not there. That means reduction takes place. You can see hydrogen is here, but in the product you can see oxygen with it. That means oxidation. So this is all the examples of it. Also, this example is very important. You can see MnO2 4HCl will give MnCl2. In the first reactant, Mn is with oxygen, but in the second, oxygen is removed, or it is without oxygen. Oxygen is absent. That means removal of oxygen. That means reduction. And you can see Cl with hydrogen, Cl with hydrogen, and now Cl is with manganese. Removal of hydrogen takes place. That means removal of hydrogen takes place. That means oxidation. Everyone done with this?
Yes, sir.
If anyone has any doubt in this, please ask me.
So can you just tell me like one more time how to balance the chemical reaction?
This MnO2.
Like any, just show me.
Now, examples. You want examples?
Yeah.
I'm going to explain this too. You can see. Please do it on your own first. Which is oxidized and which is reduced? Can you do it?
Sir, no, I mean like balancing. Just can you show me again?
Oh, you want balancing?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, I will take example. This is balanced or not? Let me take some examples of this. I'm going to take an example from NCERT. See, here it is given that hydrogen gas combines with nitrogen to give ammonia. And you don't do you know what is the formula of ammonia? Yes or no? If you don't know,
No,
you
sir.
have to remember it. If you don't know, you have to remember it now, from now. Hydrogen gas combined. Hydrogen, that means H2. Combined with nitrogen, that means N2. Will give ammonia. Ammonia as a formula NH2. Is it balanced or not? You can see hydrogen is 2 here and hydrogen is 3 here. You can see nitrogen is 2 here and nitrogen is 1 here. So for making nitrogen 2, I am going to multiply it by 2. So is nitrogen balanced? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now you can see nitrogen is balanced, but hydrogen is 6 now. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So I'm going to multiply it by 3. Now hydrogen is also 6. Nitrogen is 2. You can see 2 nitrogen is here and 6 hydrogen is here. Is it balanced or not?
Yes, sir.
Now see, another formula, another hydrogen sulfide gas burns in air to give water and sulfur dioxide. You are going to write the chemical formula first. Sulfur dioxide. Yes or no? Sulfur dioxide. Okay. It is sulfur dioxide. Now see, hydrogen sulfide. We are talking about hydrogen sulfide first. You can see hydrogen sulfide. That means hydrogen plus sulfur. Do you know what is the valency of hydrogen?
1.
1. And what is the valency of sulfur?
For 2.
2. 2 it is. Okay, Sarah. So you are going to cross multiply it. The formula will be H2S. Okay, Sarah.
Yes, ma'am. I answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now see air, that means oxygen. And oxygen is a gas, so it will form O2. So it will react with O2. To give water. Do you know what is the formula of water?
H2O.
H2O. So it is giving H2O and then sulfur dioxide. That means sulfur and oxygen. Sulfur and oxygen. And you know what it is saying? Sulfur dioxide. Sometimes we have to counter it like sulfur and dioxide. That means O2. Are you getting my point?
Yes,
If
sir.
it will say sulfur trioxide, that means SO3. So basically some of the chemical name you have to remember with chemical formula, or you have to just remember it and then it will be remembered forever. Now can you balance it? Now see 2 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen. Here it is 3 oxygen, one with here, one with O, and 2 with this. So can you balance it?
We'll give 3 to oxygen,
Which oxygen?
the reactant.
3 I'm going to give here. So total 6 oxygen will be here, and here you can see 2 oxygen, 2 or 3 oxygen. So if you are going to make it 3, so it will be 3. No, it won't be. Please balance it on your own. Think about it. What do you think? This is basically hit and try method. There is no shortcut of it. You just have to put the value and think about it. What's gonna happen? So if you are going to multiply it by 2, sulfur will be 2. And if you are going to multiply it by 2, sulfur will be 2. Now, the problem is that oxygen becomes 4 or 1, 5, and hydrogen becomes here 2. But here the hydrogen is 4 and oxygen is 2. If you are going to make it 4, 2 to the 4. Now see, this is balanced. Now, you can see sulfur is what I wrote here 2. Now you can see sulfur 2s and total oxygen 2 plus 2 to the 4, 6 oxygen, and hydrogen is 4 hydrogen. Now you can see 4 hydrogen is here and 2 sulfur is here. That means it is balanced, and only 2 oxygen is there, but here is 6 oxygen. So I am going to multiply it by 3. So is it balanced or not?
Yes, sir.
So this is how we are going to balance. Okay, Sarah?
Yes, sir.
So can you balance it? Your exam is tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
The full chapter. So if you just have to, what you have to do to score a good marks, you have to do in text with examples plus in text questions, which is available without solution and exercise. If you are going to do it on your own, all the questions, and if you are if you will have any doubt, just message me the question, I will answer it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for today. If you have any doubt still, then ask me. Hamna and Sarah.
No doubt, sir.
Okay, then you may leave. What about you, Sarah?